space. Can you believe we got lost in the desert for like 2 days and this is the documentary of it?
So glad we had a camera.
Yeah, so glad Brian was there. I wish he would have fed us. He was just eating Cliff Bars the whole time. We're just like...
So for someone who doesn't sew, that was like the hardest thing to make those gold capes out of like the highly plasticky reflective material and then like upholstery. Like,
what's the mask from again? Who did that mask?
this is 2 different pieces.
That's right.
One is from Hysteria Machine, which is the back halo, and the front blind mask is, I can't pronounce it.
Okay.
It'll be in the link below.
But the front blind mask is from an artist that we'll link below in the comments. But,
Like an Etsy artist or?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think she made the mask that I wore in
Mary Immaculate.
Mary Immaculate, my blind mask too.
Yeah. Yeah, I would feel ashamed to mispronounce it. So, but I love it. It's a beautiful piece. I've worn it in 2 videos because I love it so much.
Yeah.
So,
Fun fact, those things you made were like space blankets. So that was probably the hottest I'd ever been. Was that shot in the morning.
even without the sun being completely.
Yeah, like the other ones, like it was warm, but our outfits weren't as warm as those were making.
I mean, once the sun came up over that, it's just like
Yeah, I felt
right
fine.
into that.
I felt fine until the sun actually came up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I was sitting there, I'm like, man, if I needed, I could use this as a blanket.
So how'd you guys feel about waking up at 4 a.m. to
That was great.
to get these shots?
I mean, we went back to the place we were staying, and I just zonked out for like 4 hours after that. I could not. I don't think I've been up that early in a very long time.
So I think I thought it was kind of cool. I thought it was a really cool experience to be able to see like the sun actually come over like all that red rock. And, like,
Yeah, it was a cool experience. It was just, I was super tired, and I did not sleep very well the night before that. So
I enjoyed waiting for the sun to rise for like 40 minutes because we thought we were about to miss it, and then it just didn't come over the rock face.
Well, I realized that when I looked at the sunrise, it was for the sunrise, not for the sun to come over that giant ass mountain.
Yeah.
So I didn't take into account it's got to come over like all this red rock. I was just like, oh, we got to get there in time. We got to hurry. And then, yeah, we're just like...
Watching the mountains behind us, like, get the sun on them, and we're like, any minute now. And then, like, 15 minutes goes by, any minute now.
It was a good opportunity for Brian to get a lot of scenery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of B-roll.
And it's cool being on top of that petrified dune as well.
Yeah.
We're on. I wonder who scared it so bad. Man, those dunes were so cool to find, but helping carry the drum set out there was so difficult. Like, I know I've heard of people like that talk about like running on beaches and stuff, like how it's completely different to like run on sand. But yeah, you're just like carrying that like dying. You're just like sinking.
You just sink into that sand.
Yeah, that's what I didn't realize. It's like walking across it is hard enough, and then carrying like your drum set, and you're just like sinking more. Oh god! Like, I thank God Brian suggested the plywood.
Yeah. That worked out really well.
Yeah, we had to carry a piece of plywood over there and like lay it out on the ground and then bury it in the sand so that Nate's drum kit wouldn't sink as he was playing it. But it was so awesome. Like, the shots are so good. Like, I love all the drone shots of us and stuff, and it was just funny that like all that sand and like the sandstorm that kept happening while we were playing.
Yeah.
All of my drum hardware will never not have sand in it.
Yeah. You'll be finding sand for years.
Yeah. My shoes are still in my garage. Like, with sand and then I still cleaned it.
Yeah. I wasn't sure how any of this was gonna go. Like, trying to be out in the heat, and like this being the first shot pretty much that we filmed, like I was having doubts because I was like, oh my god, it's so hot, we're gonna die.
Yeah.
I just love how that week it was like 80, 90 degrees, and then the 2 days that we're going down to shoot, which we can't predict, you know,
Yeah.
we book it like months ahead of time.
Can't control the weather,
We
Jackie.
go down and like the weather's like 104, and we're like, it's trying to kill us.
We summoned the actual sun.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like, I want to see this performance. It shows up. We're gonna get a little closer.
what's funny is when he's like, hey, I want to get a close-up of your face, like, it didn't register that I like should be doing something.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just kind of like watching you guys set up, and like, and he was just like, all right, now like look your eyes that direction. I was like, okay. So I'm just like
A little smirk.
like I would have served more face had I like realized what was happening, but
We custom painted all of those heads.
Yeah, painting the back of the drum heads did not work. It wore off on the back end of them much faster than the top side of them.
that's so funny.
We painted gold underneath the purple on my snare, and way more of the gold chipped off than the purple.
That's so wild. That's interesting.
It must have been the gravity of it hitting and not sticking to the head.
I think
and
we
then
also
falling.
did way more coats on the top side where I was hitting it than on the back side.
Huh. That's right, because we were running out of gold.
And I still got lots of purple lines on all my cymbals from my sticks that we also painted.
Yeah.
Purple sticks. Yeah, I loved filming at these tiny sand dunes just like right off the road because they just looked so desolate even though it's literally off the side of the road.
Yeah.
And I love this lens that we got to use again from Moon and Sun, like the prismatic. I love practical effects, so I love when
Oh, is that like an
stuff
actual lens? It's not an effect he put on
No,
post-production?
it's like a prism lens.
Oh, that's
It's
wild.
like a kaleidoscope glass.
Yeah, that's interesting. I didn't know that.
And then we found this pair of like very expensive Berks.
I know, just sitting out there.
They're still out there.
I took a picture of them.
Yeah.
They're still out there somewhere.
Legend has.
Waiting for their owner.
I love that I spent all this time sewing my pants, and then when we got out there on those smaller dunes, I kneeled down, and the first time I kneeled down, they just ripped way worse than they were. Reverse sand shot. That sand was so hot.
Yeah. Like, Nate, kneel in it.
This sand was fine.
Yeah.
Literally for me, all I had to do was just grab it and throw it, and I didn't have to like sit there like rubbing it in my hand. Shit.
Fuck
Tyler, I
dude.
know, right? Yeah, Tyler always has the coolest fucking shot.
That's surprising for me to hear. I always feel like James has way cooler shots than me.
Just not as cool, man.
I'm so happy with all the purple and gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah,
All of
it
our
looks so
colors, I thought, came out well. It was. I know we're all worried about doing gothic, blackened metal with color. Pretty sure someone out there is angry about it, but
Well, I think this is like one of our more rock-based songs.
yeah. Spoopy Haley.
This is my I Love You, Michael Africa, Let Me Kiss You.
Look at that
Now.
sandstorm.
That
Just
sandstorm.
coming
Yeah,
to get us.
dude. Oh my
Poor
gosh.
Nate, dude.
Yeah, poor Nate just getting pelted in the face the whole time while the rest of us can like turn away.
I didn't turn away. I just like closed my eyes and my mouth, and I was just like going into the storm
Dude,
as hard as
I
I could.
tried to face it as much as I could, but because I'm like lip singing, like, actually singing, you know, like, it's just, not only am I using my air to like sing and then try and be on timing with Nate,
Yeah.
but then the stands like,
I just love that we're getting that shot. I love that we got it, that it's in there, but it's just so funny because I knew all four of us were like, oh fuck! And I look over at Nate, and Nate just has his hood up and his head down.
Yep.
He's still just playing, just going.
Dude, and not having like the ability to hear the playback. So like I'm just listening to Nate because I'm like, I don't know where I am. I hope I'm in the right spot. I feel like I did an okay job.
We did good enough that it syncs up.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's good that was a drone shot too, so it's not like in on your face or anything like that. It's just about the body performance at a distance.
Yes.
And so it wasn't like it didn't have to be like super
Perfect.
accurate, you know.
But honestly, I can't tell you how stoked I was like when Nate like hit the part when the it's just the guitar outro, and I was like,
Well, I just love like one thing about going to those sand dunes, like when us talking about how hot it was. When our first day of shooting is all the stuff in Bryce Canyon with all that red rock, and then a little bit of the sand dunes, and then the second day was when we woke up way early and shot the sunrise. We went back, we were going to wait out the heat and go shoot later at the sand dunes, and then we just kind of thought about it. We're like, I think the Coral Peak sand dunes are like an hour and a half away. We should check the weather there.
Yeah.
And it happened to be 20 degrees cooler, like right then, so we didn't have to wait till all the way at night to go shoot and have limited time. Like, we were able to just have lunch and head out.
I'm so happy.
Which helped a
Yeah,
lot.
I'm so happy we went though, because we needed every second of that daylight.
As soon as we were done, it was overcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this whole video, we just got super lucky with like ideas that we had that we didn't know were going to work out.
Yeah, and the weather, to be honest, minus the incredible heat wave, like
The sun trying to cook us.
yeah. Dude,
I love these
and we
shots.
haven't even talked about the slot canyon that we had to hike to,
Yeah,
and I had to like parkour from rock to rock in the sand because I wore my sandals, not thinking about it. I should have brought a different pair of shoes to like
Hike to
Hiking?
places. Yeah.
yeah.
well,
So-
we shot that during the time that we had all agreed we weren't going to shoot because it was supposed to be super hot.
Yeah.
But it was the last shot of the day, and I
So
think
you
it was like 2 or 3 o'clock, and we wanted to get the sun coming right down the slot canyon, so that's why we went at that time. And we roll in there, and it's just like there's a couple doing like a wedding photo shoot, so we're all just like creepily standing at the mouth of the slot canyon, just being like, hi.
We waited our turn.
Yeah, we did. We were polite. My favorite thing about the slot canyon is that to get that mineral dust effect, I'm just hiding back in that corner because my outfit was the closest to the red rock, and I'm like throwing dust up on the rocks to make it like float down.
I love this too though. Like the petrified dunes are so beautiful, and just being able to be on top of one is insane.
Yeah, it was rad. These shots turned out. I'm so happy with how I'm always feel a little bit weird being like doing the shots where like we're walking and we're kind of have to do like an acting kind of a spiel.
Yeah.
I always feel a little bit weird with those because I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'm goofy and weird. I don't know what to do.
Well,
But like these shots, all of those shots in this video turned out so good.
yeah, I mean, and there's no playback here, so it's literally just like the wind in our footsteps, and be like, all right, walk.
Yeah.
Right.
So I did that. I'm always jealous. It's not to stop. I've always been jealous of you, James, because in every music video, when there's a big hit, it's always you doing something really cool. So Maleficem, you're like kicking the snow and shit, and like it's always you doing like the really awesome like thing at the big hits. And I was like, I'm gonna be that guy this time. I want to do it. And so
It's my moment.
it's my turn now. And so I did that where I actually thought about it like just the day before. I was like, oh, I'll do this like kind of a backwards swing and like come down right on the beat. And I
Good
nailed
job,
it.
dude.
I was stoked that it turned out good.
Still on my
And
thunder.
I stole some of your thunder and I got my spotlight.
Fair enough. Kind of see the storm coming in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a big effect.
Yeah. Yeah.
So low.
I also love how I just could not keep that gold chain on my head to save my life.
I just hope all the dads out there, like my dad, who's pentatonic scale, are always bust out. I'm just trying to not let you know that my makeup's bleeding into my eyes in that shot. It hurts.
Wonder if you can tell in this video that I'm the only one that couldn't handle doing their own makeup.
I don't think so.
No.
Well, the makeup was complicated. Like, it's way more steps.
You
than
did
what
all
I
of
could
yours.
use. I know, but it like takes a long time because there's a lot of steps to it now. Or at least this
I
makeup.
know people can't see, but we have gold strings, and it was hard to find those.
I do appreciate you getting these too.
I think those little details matter.
The little details look good.
Yeah. See, like with the makeup though, like you're saying, it's different than what we normally do. So
Yeah.
of course we're not as well practiced.
Yeah, it's really just that, but also like as someone who pretty much never wears makeup, like getting into just doing regular corpse paint was like a real learning experience. And then like this just took it like another step forward of like, okay, well I have to mix white with the, I don't even know all the words and stuff. And so like just like so many more steps into getting to the final finished look. It was just another step in learning more about makeup so that I could do stuff like this. And for me especially, I really like to try and get to a point where I can do most of my stuff on my own, so I don't have to rely on you to do like parts of my makeup for me. So I stressed a little bit trying to make sure I like understood how to do all of that stuff.
Yeah. Oh, you did a good job. I felt so bad that the foil on your head.
Yeah, my skin did not like the foil or the glue or something.
Yeah, so you had like a circle for like days.
Yeah, you were just looking at me all weird and I'm like, what? And you're like, there's still a symbol on your forehead.
Yeah. You're just that into it.
Good. Let's go. Go.
Dude, I love your dancing. It's my favorite.
I was just gonna be out here being a goofball. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, you started dancing and I was like, yes, more of that. Because that's pretty much what I do. Like, we gotta.
This look right here that I give, Brian was like, look over at Haley, and I look over and Haley goes, and I fucking died. So that is the only clip where, the only take where I didn't, he cuts it right when I lost my shit. And he's like, look stoic, he goes, fuck yeah, and I look over and she's like 50 feet away and she goes, sucked. Sorry, go ahead.
I have no idea. I don't remember what I was going to say.
Yeah, crushed it.
You were saying something about that's what you do, like about the dancing.
Oh, the twirling. Yeah, I was gonna say like that's what I do live, and even we got a comment on our last video, Miseria. They're like, I love all the twirling and the thrashing about. They're like, it really works for some reason.
Well, so that was we were at the first sand dunes that were just off the side of the road, and we had to get like single shots of everyone just like doing stuff.
Yeah,
I guess, and so like most everyone else was just kind of looking stoic and stuff, and I think it was you that's like, Tyler, just dance. And I was like, and
just
so I
dance.
just like I whipped out all of my goth dance moves.
Yeah.
Shit.
it's the
works
tree
out.
in the wind.
Spooky trees.
You know?
I would like a video of my entire dance through the whole thing.
Just
me dancing.
a
Just
special
all the time.
recap of
Yeah.
just Tyler dancing. Like,
We'll do a cut of dancing.
You did it for like the whole song.
I did it for the whole song, yeah. So there is a shot of me just dancing through the entire fucking song.
that'll be like the 1 year anniversary.
Yeah.
It's so funny because of that kind of stuff, like working with Brian, and he's done so many videos for us now. He always does an edit of the performance first when we have performance in our videos, and he always texts me the same thing. He goes, fuck, this performance video is so good. And then he has to sit and start taking stuff out to add in all this, like, you know, the scenic and B-roll stuff that we shoot. And I feel bad for him for this one because we had so much good stuff. Like
Mhm.
I feel like we always do, but like he could easily make 2 videos, like
Yeah.
and have all of that stuff in there.
I bet you can make 3 videos.
Probably.
Well, yeah, there's got to be one that's just Tyler. So.
Yeah.
So
Just
that's
Tyler
what-
dancing. There should always be just one version that's Tyler
Just
of every
Tyler.
video we do.
What's the song with the?
I don't know about you two, but me and Haley got a lot of sand in our mouth.
Yeah, dude.
I'm sure.
So much sand. And in
I
my
tried.
hair, dude.
Yeah.
Like, so in the wig, like when I went home and took it off, I just like shook it at the not home, by the truck.
Yeah.
I like shook it and it's all.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I tried to keep my mouth shut as much as possible, but I was genuinely concerned about getting like sand into the electronics of my guitar and stuff
Yeah,
like that. And I was
yeah.
like, oh,
When I was
fuck.
up there, like, it was funny. I think I carried over like the last bit of Nate's drums, and I sat him down, and I was sitting on his drum throne, just looking at that big dune off right behind us.
With the storm
And I'm
king.
just catching my breath, and I'm like, I must have looked like super out of it or something, because Brian walks in and goes, "You okay, man?" And I said, "Yeah, just the masculine urge to bleed out here, you know." And Chelsea, who was there helping us, she's like, "Right."
Yeah.
She just got- but it was, I'm just like, I'm just gonna take in the scenery for a minute, because like everything was like just go go go.
Okay, alright. But I'm not a desert flower, right? So like the sun and me like don't get along. I'm made for the woods, and filming this video gave me such a new appreciation for the desert and its beauty and like everything that entails. Like one thing about living in Utah is we have so many different kinds of like just natural landscape. Like I can't believe like we can just do this and it looks so grandiose. Like we filmed it on like a soundstage or something.
Yeah,
Like
we can just drive 3 hours away
Yeah.
and go film something.
Well, I
like
think
this.
that's way cool. Is like a special shout out to like Josh Boyles, who's a good friend of Nate and Brian's, who came to like be our tour guide through Snow Canyon, because he lives like right at the mouth of Snow Canyon. So he just like took us to all these great spots and like really helped us. I mean, like it's so beautiful up there. You can find stuff to shoot in. But I think some of those key shots were stuff that he's just like, oh yeah, there's this right up here. And like we went and walked through it and got all those shots super quick, but it was awesome.
It is. I can't believe like these things just exist in real life.
And they're like right off the road.
Yeah.
Like all of this stuff was shot in like St. George, Utah, Coral Pink Sand Dunes, and Snow Canyon. And like the house we were staying at was 10 minutes away from Snow Canyon. Hour and 20 minutes from the Coral Pink Sand Dunes, and like literally all the Red Rock shots are just literally a parking lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like so beautiful.
Nothing we shot at was more than a 5-minute walk away from the side of the road.
Besides
Minus
the-
the slot canyon.
Slot Canyon was 10, but
10 minutes, yeah.
yeah, but
Well,
like that was the
It was
furthest.
like 20 minutes for some of us. This one.
Yes.
Like,
with burnt feet. Haley Langdon.
dude, I know. It's my signature move. I like being on the ground though, especially like with our music. And this is gonna be like a very vocalist thing to say, but like it does. It helps me feel grounded and like connected to like the earth and the energy below me. So
Oh, did you have your nails done by James's Witch of the Woods nails again?
no, actually.
I helped him stick them on this time.
Yeah,
That was me.
and so did Tyler.
Yeah, I haven't assisted
So
I didn't do fucking shit.
I didn't do fucking shit.
yeah, no. I had 2 manicurists this time.
Sticking the nails on.
Nail techs, that's what they're called.
Nail tech.
Nail
I
techs.
was busy painting my hands purple.
Yeah.
Yeah, those look so cool though.
Yeah, I really like how the purple on your hand like goes into your stick. It's like energy transfer.
I can't believe I didn't break a single stick. We painted 4 pairs of sticks for this one, and I didn't break a single stick. They're all just sitting behind me in the sand. And the reason I did that was because, like, take 2 of Mary Immaculate, I broke a stick, and I only had the 1 pair. And
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
That's right.
I forgot about that.
I only had 1 pair of gold sticks for that, and there may be 1 take of them.
But that's what I love about filming so many videos is I feel like we learn through our failures of like, okay, next video we know we need to do this or do this. So I feel like that's the only reason why we were able to film in such like extreme conditions is because we have learned what we need to prepare for. Like, I'm surprised none of us got like crazy sunburns.
You might have been the only one to get like a little sunburn.
Yeah, and it wasn't even bad. I got more sunburnt paddleboarding the next weekend.
I mean, still my favorite picture, like behind the scenes picture that I took, is just a picture of all of us, like in a parking lot with umbrellas, and like,
Yeah.
I'm so happy you brought those umbrellas.
Saved the day.
It was going to be a rough day if we didn't.
I think that's going to be a staple that I bring when we shoot, since like setting up a canopy is a good idea, but we're hardly like stationary for a long period of time. There's only been a couple videos outside where we're like in one spot for a long time. So I think it's nice to have those. I'm glad that I did, because that was a last minute thing. Nate and I were talking about a canopy, like when we were loading up the day before. And I'm like, I threw a bunch of umbrellas in, and when I got home, I did have 2 more that I should have brought.
Honestly, I think that's probably just going to be a staple of what I think to bring now, is just get myself one of those really small, compact umbrellas and take that.
Yeah.
And just put it in my bag and have it there.
I still can't believe that. Yeah.
Is this the first time we've really like traveled out to do a and like stayed somewhere to do a multi-shoot video?
Yep.
Every other time we've come home at the end of the day.
Yeah, every other time it's been like less than an hour away or 2 hours.
Yeah.
This is our furthest we had to travel for a video, and what I would call like a destination video, where you have to stay where you're filming because it is so far away.
Yeah.
Like,
I think other than that, the furthest we've gone was up in like Heber.
yeah, campus.
Yeah,
Camas.
Camas.
When we the furthest we'd gone was Fruitland. We went out to shoot.
That was
Fruitland.
for
Maleficent.
Maleficent.
Oh,
So we shot out where we did that. That's not the snow shots, and then we went out to Camas afterwards. That was, I think, a little bit closer.
Yeah,
was
that
where
was
all
the
the
snow shots.
Fruitland was where all the burnt trees were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
And then Camas was the snow shots. Where
snow
I
shots.
almost died.
Yeah.
Where your car almost slid off the road.
I slid off the road. I'm so happy I slid left and not right. Oh my god.
And it's great there was that random redneck there with the winch on his the winch
Yeah.
on his truck.
Yeah.
It was like the 5th car he pulled out just coming up that way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We should do
People are coming in clutch.
we should do videos like this where we watch all of our music videos and talk about making them, because it is kind of funny when you go back into stories of that.
There's
Yeah.
so many.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fun. I like stuff like that.
Well,
I like how your scleras in the sun got sun bleached to turn brown.
oh
instead of
dude,
black.
I totally forgot about that. Yeah, like they're unusable. Not only is there so much sand in them after like the sand dunes, but the sun is so hot it bleached them brown from being black.
That is
Like,
wild.
yeah.
Speaking of which, something similar might have happened to my contacts, because looking at close-ups of my face and the pictures that Brian took in the Slot Canyon, my eyes are so brown.
Yeah.
I've never seen what my eyes look like brown.
Yeah.
And now I know.
Dude, that's still so crazy that it's that hot that your contacts are bleaching. But what's weird is I felt comfortable. Like I never felt like I was like, my eyes.
Yeah.
So
Well, the ones I wore darkened my eyes a little bit, but they've never changed the color that much.
yeah. Well, alright, so thanks for watching some behind the scenes for summer. It's available on all streaming platforms. You can get it at arsenicaddiction.bandcamp.com, and you can watch the official video on YouTube/Dose of Arsenal. So, thanks.
Good for the net.
Gotta do the guns.